The Banzai DLC for WWE 2K22 has just dropped, and I'm having a really good time with it. So I want to make sure we have everything covered with the DLC, what you can do with it. So from my factions to new moves, and even showing some of you how to download the DLC itself. We're going to cover a lot of this and everything you need to know about the Banzai DLC right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Assemble. I'm Matt. Great to have you on the show today. We are talking Banzai DLC Pack, and I got a list of the things that I want to cover with all of you regarding the DLC, everything you kind of need to know about it. So here's some of the stuff that we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about getting the My Faction cards, how to download the Banzai Pack DLC to your console, mixing it up with some managers for your new DLC, discussing the new moves that are available, and the updates to it when it comes to My GM and what you need to know there. Plus, I'll sprinkle in one or two other fun little things. If you guys end up enjoying this episode, hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Let's talk first about My Factions. If you haven't already, head over to My Factions, because if you open it up, you're going to be given the Banzai Pack DLC cards. Move over to Store and open your unopened packs. You're going to receive cards for all of the DLC characters. We've got a gold for Yokozuna, and emerald cards for Umaga, Omos, Cassie, and a gold card for Rikishi. I know for some of you, you are casual when it comes to My Factions. Other people really enjoy it. You've probably already done this. But if you just dip your toe in there and you want to collect a few cards, you got some free cards in there for yourself. Also, go into My Factions every day. If it's something that you do here and there, just click on it every single day to get My Faction points and additional bonuses for just doing daily logins. Okay, the next thing I want to do is downloading the Banzai Pack DLC. Where is it? Where the heck is this thing? I cannot find it. I did the episode yesterday just giving our review impressions of the DLC, and I feel like every fifth person out there was like, I can't download it. Where is this? I can't locate it. So if this is you, I'm here to help you, and then we'll get into the rest of the show. Two ways you can locate this. Open up the game, head over to Options, and click on Microsoft Store or the PlayStation Store. When you do this, you should see the Banzai DLC Pack listed. Click on it, and then you should be able to select to download it to your console. It's like 10 megabytes. It'll only take a couple of seconds to download, and you're good to go. It'll automatically load up all the characters into your game. The other option you can do is from the main menu of your console, get into the storefront, either by searching for WWE 2K22, or in my case on Xbox, I just went over and hit See in Microsoft Store. From here, I can see the add-ons for the game. You can also click on Show All, and from there, you can locate the DLC. If it's still not working, if that's still not showing up at all, restart your console or restart the game entirely, and even try it from PC. Log into your PlayStation account, go into the Microsoft storefront online, and search for 2K22, and you should see the add-ons in there as well. Because I know on Microsoft's end, I can buy and download content directly from the storefront on my PC through my account, so you should be able to do the same thing. Okay, another fun thing you want to do with the Banzai Pack, we gotta get some managers in there. We want to be able to beef up this thing and make it really real for what's going on in WWE today and give your roster the best shot it can. So what I want you to do is go into Community Creations, and we are going to search for MVP. As soon as you head into Community Creations, you should see an MVP that's all suited up. The MVP that I selected is from K Factor, so shout out to that creator. And do the same thing when it comes to the image renders. Just make sure that image is going to be a 1024 by 1024 image. A lot of creators that are uploading images right now, they put an asterisk on the image below. Those I find have been like some of the better quality renders that have been popping up. Do this, add it as an alternate attire for MVP, and you'll have your manager for Omos. The other thing you should do too is go into roster and update Omos in this case. And you want to be able to add the manager in there. So if you're going to have a singles match and you select Omos, add a manager, it will automatically pop up with MVP, and then you can change his attire to either from his original, or you can go with his new manager attire. Now this is the same process if you want to be able to get Armando Estrada, Umaga's manager. What's the Status just released on Community Creations, a brand new Estrada for you to use as Umaga's manager. So search in Community Creations for What's the Status, or search by hashtags for Estrada, and you'll find a very awesome custom Armando Estrada for yourself. And the same process for this. Add him as a manager for Umaga, and now you have everything set up for Umaga too. Now along with this DLC pack, we've also got a ton of new moves. So do yourself a favor, and if you want to be able to update your created superstars or even just check out some of the moves and maybe tweak things around for some of them, you're going to find a ton of brand new moves and the downloaded move sets in there. Even for Umaga, I went through and there are 3 Samoan spikes that you can select from. Have a look, there are a ton of brand new moves under the new tab, and you can head over to the downloaded section as well, the downloaded tab. These will be all the moves for your downloaded superstars. But it's great because it freshens it up and we've got a whole new slate of custom moves that we can add to, again, existing superstars or some of your own creations. Now, let's talk about My GM. Getting the Banzai Pack characters in My GM, it's just something you need to be made aware of and how to make sure it's all lined up and it's working for you. I went into my existing My GM that I had set up, and at least for me, going through, they weren't listed as legends or available legends. I know with My GM, they will cycle through the available legends that are made available. If you have an existing show that's going on, an existing GM mode you're running, you might find it a little difficult to be able to get these new legends like Yokozuna, Umaga, Rikishi that are listed as legends to get them in there to your existing show. When I started a brand new My GM mode, those stars are set up as legends. Cassie is active, Amos is active, obviously. You should be able to select them right out of the gate and have no issues. Remember, if you're also trying to do the tag team thing in My GM, some of you have mentioned that you can't get tag team titles to show up. Just remember, you gotta set up a tag team match. The difficulty has to be set on normal or hard. Set up a tag team match, and then you will be able to turn on title match either for men's or the women's tag titles. The other thing to note with My GM is I went in to make sure that I was getting all of these superstars. If you want to make sure that you're going to have maybe your Ruthless Aggression era or a Legends era of your GM mode, make sure you go in and you set everything as custom. Set the draft pool to custom, draft settings are manual, and your difficulty is on normal or hard. We want to set up a brand new draft pool, and from here, you can select which stars are active, inactive, or legends. So just to test things out, I wanted to make sure Umaga was active. I wanted to make sure that Rikishi was active. And once it's done, just save it and proceed through to the draft. Then you can see we have everybody in here. But remember, with My GM mode, it's a little wonky because it doesn't put out every single star ready available for the draft. So I did this just as an example and a test, and Cassie wasn't even listed there, even though she's an active competitor. So not everyone is always going to show up. But if you are trying to do this, you can customize your own draft and you can get that Banzai DLC pack and those characters working for you. And the last thing to mention here on the show when it comes to the Banzai DLC pack is going to be special commentary. Each of the legends, each of the superstars for the Banzai pack, when they go through and you have a WrestleMania match in a WrestleMania arena, the commentary team should, and I say should because it doesn't always happen, but they should have a specialized specific commentary for them surrounding, moments at WrestleMania. So here are some examples of that.
The grandest stage of all is the only stage that can fit Amos.
The Colossus made his WWE debut at WrestleMania, winning the tag team titles alongside AJ Styles. The Samoan Bulldozer looks ready to unleash brutality on the grandest stage of them all.
We've seen that brutality taken out on the likes of Batista and Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. You gotta believe that trend's gonna continue tonight.
There you go. There's everything you need to know about the Banzai DLC pack for WWE 2K22. I hope this helps you out. If you guys enjoyed this episode all the way through, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if this episode was good for you, and I will see you on the next episode.